Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief overview and our review of Seers Catalog by Bézier Games. So this is a game for 2 to 5 players, takes about 45 minutes, where you're trying to be the player with the most points at the end of 4 rounds. So you start out by dealing, well, first of all, you have to remove certain colors of suits based on numbers of players. You could choose any of the colors. There's 5 different colors. So in a 2-player game, we chose 3 different suits to play. So you deal 12 cards from those 3 suits, plus 2 artifacts. At a 2-player game, you're going to start with 4 artifacts. The starting ones that they suggest are go first, lead next, highest single card, and change suit. You will always have go first in your artifacts because that determines who starts the round. And each player gets 1 wild card. So that can be played as any of the different combinations. So you're going to be holding, you'll have your cards in your hand. You're going to be either playing, first player can play a single card of any number or an artifact, or they can play matching cards in any suit. So if they had 2 or more, if they had 2 6s or 3 6s, they can play those. The next player, though, has to match that. Either if it's a single card, they have to play a single card that's a higher value number. If they play a matching set of like 2 6s, then they would have to, the next player would have to play 2 7s or higher, or they have to pass. You can also play suited runs of 2 or more, so like 2 3 of green or 4 5 of orange, whatever. So the next player would have to play 4 5 of any color, but it has to be suited in the same color, that not the same color as played, but of the same color, suited run. And it has to be higher. The last card has to be higher. So if I played a 2 and 3, he would have to play like the 4 or higher for his last card in his run. So you just keep going back and forth until one of the seers has run out of cards. At that point, you do the scoring. The scoring's a little weird. So basically, say this was Anthony's hand that he had left. So he had 3 cards left. So you get -1 for each card you have in your hand. So he would have a -3. But then if you have your bonus turned over, and the way you turn this over, it stays on this side as long as you have 6 or more cards. As soon as you have 5 or less cards, you turn over your bonus token, because that means you got down to 5 cards, which is you get a bonus if you at the end of the game. So your lowest card is the amount of points that you will gain. So you would take that 7 minus the 3, so you would have 4 points for this round. And you just keep doing that until the end of 4 rounds, and whoever has the most points at the end of that wins. Pretty much covered everything, right?
Yeah.
So what did you think of this game?
I really like the illustration. The cards are pretty standard cards, but the rulebook is could be better. So good components, rulebook could be better, cards could be a little bit better. And then also the replayability, high replayability, because it's a card game and there's quite a few cards. I wish that there was more of are they artifact cards? I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, they have this many, but...
Yeah, but the artifacts, I'll go into the mechanics aspect of the game. So the mechanics, I do wish that the artifacts did more than just simply what they do. I mean, I know that would be a little bit overpowering, but the card game seems a little simplistic, and the artifacts, you only get 2 for a 2-player game, plus wild. So it just seems a little underwhelming as far as mechanics in comparison to a lot of other games that we've played, including games that Bézier has, which is like Silver, which is phenomenal. But overall total, I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. It was underwhelming for me. I think that the mechanics are, it's games mechanics that I've seen a million times over, even as a young, when there was barely any games when I was younger. And the artifacts don't do enough and are not implemented enough into the game that I don't see it, shifting the way the game works. So for me, 5 out of 10. I wanted more, and I thought the cards themselves might be doing more, but 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like they spent more time on the theme of the game. I could tell they put a lot into the theme, which is a creative theme, and it is fun and playful. I get that. And they do have little flavored text on all the cards about, the item in the catalog. So, but yeah, so depending on the number of players you have, you're going to have 2 artifacts per player. So you're always going to have just 2 artifacts in your hand. And some of them, they do different things. Some of them are more complex than others. We just played with the starter artifacts, but like he said, it does feel like it's, I don't know, it's not unique enough. It's kind of like, it felt too similar to other trick-taking games. There wasn't enough, I guess, ways to manipulate it to keep it exciting. But again, like he said, Silver is one of our favorite games that Bézier makes. So this just wasn't a hit for us. Like I said, though, everyone's different. I say that all the time. So just because it wasn't our cup of tea doesn't mean it's not a great game for you or your collection. But for us, I would give this a 5 as well. This isn't something I would choose to play. But again, if you like trick-taking games, if this sounds like something that you might enjoy with your gaming group, you should definitely check it out. I've seen a lot of great reviews on it, so it's kind of has mixed reviews from what I could see. But we will put the link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. We hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this will help you decide whether this is a game you want to add to your collection. Please feel free to give us a like or a comment. We hope you're already subscribed. If not, please subscribe to our channel and check out our videos. We put out videos every week. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you next time.